Today we're going to be talking about GOEV and why it could be going higher this week. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave a comment of how many shares of GOEV you have, and then also consider leaving a like and subscribe as it really helps with the growth of the channel. And if you guys have not signed up with Public, the social investing app yet, what are you doing? You gotta get on there so you can check our public stock portfolio. You'll be able to see why we buy and sell stocks and much more. So go ahead and get signed up with Public with the first link in the description. With all that out of the way, let's get straight into our stock for today, which is gonna be GOEV. So here we are on public.com/stock/GOEV. You can see that GOEV or Canoe was up 31% on the day. If you take a look for the past week, however, only up 18%, and past month down a surprising 7%. So yeah, obviously Public, awesome investing app. Go ahead and get signed up with the first link in the description. You'll get one free stock when you deposit, or a free stock worth up to $70 when you deposit $1 on the platform. But that's the end of the promotion. Public will show why a stock is up so much if it's up like a lot, and it says that Canoe shares are trading higher amid overall strength in EV stocks for the session. We're going to be going over some news on GOEV stock and much more, so if you guys want to see our technical analysis and everything, go ahead and stay till the end of this video. But now we can come over here to StockTwits to check on just how much GOEV is trending today. Obviously I like to use StockTwits to check the kind of social activity around a stock. We are not sponsored by StockTwits, we are sponsored by Public, first link in the description, but you can see that GOEV is the 5th most trending stock in the stock market today. So basically that means that it's being talked about a lot on the platform. So now the question on everyone's mind, why is GOEV up so much? What is going on here? Well, let's come over here to Investor Place to kind of figure that out. We can see that we have a article called GOEV Stock, what is going on with the red hot Canoe today? Here's what's driving GOEV stock higher. So this is by Chris McDonald, an Investor Place contributor. Today, investors in a range of electric vehicle stocks are seeing very impressive gains. Indeed, it appears this bull market is far from over for investors in this growth sector. I've said for a long time, EV sector, even though it is pretty richly valued right now, still going to be one of the best sectors in the entirety of the stock market, in my opinion. For those invested in embattled EV maker Canoe and GOEV stock, today's more than 20% move higher is a breath of fresh air. So they talk about how Canoe has had a pretty rough go of it this year, since hitting a high of nearly $25 per share last year. GOEV stock has declined to as low as $5.75 per share this past week. Indeed, any D-SPAC trading at around half its par value in a few months prior is likely to garner attention in the market. So today's move to above $7 per share has provided Canoe investors with some level of reprieve. The stock, this move higher is based in part from growing interest among retail investors who believe the stock is too heavily shorted. The company's short interest level is currently around 33%. So that is very, very high. Could this mean that GOEV is going to be the next stock to short squeeze? We don't know, but 31% is definitely a good start to the week. Additionally, GOEV stock has a relatively low float and price per share. These are factors retail investors appear to be considering with this stock. Indeed, GOEV stock appears to have found credibility as a potential short squeeze candidate. Additionally, there appears to be some sector-specific news driving all EV stocks higher today, and so let's go over what that is. So basically what it is GOEV stock is higher on increased emissions standards. So basically today, a number of reports have pointed out a key catalyst for the EV sector in general. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is set to consider higher penalties for automakers who fail to meet fuel efficiency requirements. While a negative catalyst for traditional automakers, this announcement turns out to be very bullish for EV focused companies. Obviously, GOEV has a bit of a higher, basically it goes up a lot more, 30% on the day compared to, and then it also goes down a lot more when the overall EV sector is up, maybe say 3%. GOEV could be up anywhere from 10 to 15%. It's because their market cap is low, but we'll get into that in a second. As an early stage EV company that is still in its development stage, Canoo is likely to be a key beneficiary of such a ruling. Indeed, any sort of a regulatory environment that encourages more ZEV credits to be bought and sold could benefit Canoo should this company start producing vehicles en masse. Obviously, they haven't started producing vehicles. Their first vehicle is supposed to come out in 2022. The thought is that if early stage EV companies can get more value for the EV credits, these can lower the cost of these vehicles. This would potentially spur increased demand in the near term and obviously make their profit margins a little bit better as well. Okay, and now we can go over a bit of an overview on the stock, and we can see here that GOEV has a market cap of about 1.85 billion, and that is why it is up so much today, is because it doesn't take much to move this stock. That is also why it was able to get down to $5.75, because it only takes one big whale to sell in order for this thing to absolutely tank. But we can see here that they missed on earnings per share. Their financials aren't doing too hot. Now their balance sheet is good. We're going to go over that in a second. But in terms of price targets, they have 3. The low is $6 and the high is $19, and with an average of $11. So that is about a 30 to 40% upside from these levels, even after this 30% uptick we just had. So overall, pretty okay. If we take a look at financials and the balance sheet and their latest quarterly balance sheet, not trying to click on this ad, my bad, bars. Okay, anyway, so in terms of total assets, they have 650 million in current assets, which I love to see. Only 36 million in current liabilities, which is also what I love to see. Almost 20x the current assets and current liabilities. And then in terms of debt, they only have about 21 million in debt, and that is literally perfect for GOEV. They have a very, very strong balance sheet, which you like to see in an EV maker in its early stages. Okay, and now we can get into a bit of technical analysis. Now, there's not too much technical analysis to be done here. One thing I would like to note is I think that they have a pretty solid resistance line here at $8, and I think they do have an okay support line here at about the 725 level. If they can stay above the 725 level going into tomorrow, I will feel pretty strongly about Canoo or GOEV going throughout the week. Obviously, on this news, GOEV benefited a lot coming up from this $6 level, breaking through the resistance at $6.50, and now they are approaching this resistance at $8. We will have to see how this price opens tomorrow. If it opens above $7.25, obviously that would make it be down on the day, but I would really love to see it open above $7.25, and I think we can try to test $8 again, maybe tomorrow or the next day. So yeah, that's basically what we're looking out for, staying above $7.25 tomorrow morning or when you're seeing this video, and then trying to get above this $8 resistance so we can continue going higher. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for the video. What do you guys think about this news? Do you think that it is going to trigger a short squeeze possibly? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of you guys as I can. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, as it really helps with the growth of the channel. My name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.